Tarik Oguzlu, a Professor of International Relations at Istanbul Aydin University. Always a pleasure to have you on, Tarik. What do you think Türkiye can offer Ukraine in terms of any possible peace deal?
I think the point is that Turkey has intensified its diplomatic activities in recent days to find a solution to this problem. As we have already known, Turkish President Erdogan has met President Putin of Russia quite often in recent past. And I think this has been very much noticed by Ukrainian leaders. And I think Ukrainian leaders came to the conclusion that we should also somehow intensify our efforts to talk to Turkish authorities bilaterally. So we should not forget the fact that Turkey remains one of the rare countries in global politics having the capacity to speak to both countries simultaneously. So I think Ukrainians are very much aware of the fact that if the degree of Turkish-Russian diplomatic contacts intensify, this might somehow put a negative effect on Ukrainian position in this ongoing warfare. So from their own perspective, they should get along quite well with Turkey. So this is something that Turkey has benefited from. We have to make it very clear. And as international community is quite aware of the fact that Turkey has taken an initiative to bring the parties to the negotiating table to talk about the possibility of this grain issue. So it has already been finalized. But we also know that international community, in particular the United Nations, as represented by Secretary General himself and many other countries in the global South, are already fed up with this war in Ukraine. So I think they are pushing Turkey from the background to intensify its diplomatic contacts with both leaders. So the sooner we reach a diplomatic solution, the better for the international community. We should also approach this latest visit of Erdogan to Ukraine that will be held tomorrow from a larger geopolitical perspective. This suggests that the international community is putting so much effort in encouraging Turkish authorities to bring these two parties to a common table. So this should be seen as one leg of this global diplomatic initiative.
Yeah, of course. Right. It's a building process, right? There was some talk about a month ago, 6 weeks ago or so, that Ukraine might be looking to Türkiye as a guarantor of its security should any peace deal with Moscow be reached. But surely that's too dangerous a situation, a position for Ankara to take up.
Actually, we should not forget the fact that Turkey is not the only country whose name is considered to be one of these guarantor countries. Many other countries will also be included in such kind of a deal. And we should also underline the fact that Russia will also sign such kind of an agreement. So Ukraine's territorial integrity, protecting Ukraine's territorial integrity as part of a larger diplomatic package will have to be very much supported by the Russians. We should not forget this fact. If both Russia and Ukraine sign a kind of international agreement suggesting that Ukraine's territorial integrity will come under international protection, guarantorship, then Turkey will then join this particular agreement. So I think this should not put a dent in Turkey's relations with neither Russia nor Ukraine. I think Russians will also feel quite happy with that. But as you have just pointed out, it is quite difficult to make it happen, to make it work very properly, because it runs so many risks, it carries so many risks in this particular. Any kind of military skirmishes between Russians and authorities in the aftermath of such kind of a diplomatic agreement would negatively impact Turkey's own relations with Russians and Ukrainians. This is a great risk we have to underline. But anyway, such kind of an agreement will most likely come into existence after a kind of diplomatic settlement will have already been found by Russians and Ukraine.
Tarik, really appreciate the analysis. Thank you so much indeed. Tarik Oguzlu from Istanbul Aydin University.
My pleasure. Thank you.